Bye. Hi, everyone. I'm a natural, aren't I? Okay, I just gave us 2 episodes for the price of 1.
Yeah, I can't be in 2 episodes in this. Like, it won't work, you know? It won't.
Why? Will we stink to them?
Look, it's the kind of time of year where people can't, like, you're not in front of them, so they can't really smell you, but you know, they can smell you.
Okay, like the nose knows.
Exactly. Like, you can see the smell, just like you can, you know, hear colors. It's called synesthesia.
I want to ask you, are you okay?
No.
Like, are those literal Nazis in the room with us right now?
Take a hike. Good riddance.
Okay. Product. This episode contains product placement. Okay.
It's actually very cool to like not be a successful YouTuber.
Who are we talking about?
Sorry, what did I say?
Nothing.
Yeah,
you said nothing. Okay.
That's what I thought.
Good. And you keep your stupid mouth shut.
Talk, man. Talk.
Okay.
Share.
Okay.
Come
so,
on.
Okay.
Send me photos so that we can put them in the video.
You have them on my TikTok. Yes, I have a TikTok.
Bože gospode.
And you can.
Treba spaliti.
It should, but I still have it, and you probably.
Did you do the Bugs Bunny challenge already?
God, no. Oh boy. Is that challenge not what I thought it was?
Exactly.
I mean, I didn't, okay.
But
I did not know what
twice.
it was.
You get burned twice, because the first time you're like, no, this can't be that. But the second time you're like, I should have gotten it from the first time. TikTok it's a race. It's a race where people are trying to figure out what's the stupidest, most ridiculous thing they can do, and then have everybody else do it.
Like, it's beyond words. Simply
just tell me something. How many times
1
have you heard the same music that people use in TikTok?
I don't. Okay. Thing is, I do not watch TikTok. I do have a TikTok profile. I post it, but how I post on TikTok? Okay. Let me. Maybe I can even demonstrate it for you. Okay. So this is how I go on TikTok. So I click on it, and then quickly I go to notifications. Okay. So you simply see a glare. So. Oh, look, it's like I don't have fingers. No finger challenge. So thing is,
like a true TikToker.
Yeah. When you go to TikTok, it instantly plays a random TikTok at you. So that's not what I do. Like, I instantly click on notifications because I do not want to see it.
Dude, I thought there were limits as to what you can show on TikTok. Turns out there are almost no limits as to what people can show.
It turns out, and it turns on.
What?
It's a play on words. So anyway.
Bad take, B. Super bad take.
Of course.
I don't have TikTok. I will prove it to you.
I believe you. You don't have a TikTok.
See? Nothing in the search.
Except TikTok Bugs Bunny challenge. Don't look it up. Anyway,
it's a different name in China.
TikTok?
Yeah, it's in China. It's called Doujin. Doujin.
No, it's called like government surveillance project.
Oh, did you hear about that? Oh my God, did you hear about the application that was built by the FBI?
Oh, when they like arrested a bunch of people because all the criminals thought that it was encoded and encrypted. Yeah, right.
Like, I really need to thumb up that effort.
No,
That's
no,
all
no,
I'm
no.
gonna say.
That's you know,
Gorgeous,
yeah,
wonderful.
it's beautiful. Too bad. I mean, too bad that they can't use it. But maybe I do, I do believe that people can fall for the same trick twice. So why not? I mean, new criminals will come. Some criminals that forget the olden ways. So
The olden ways,
ways, yes.
sending carrier pigeons, to carry a letter and a sample of coke.
Yeah, or
I mean cocaine, not like coke.
I want to say
because
something, but saying those two words together will get us monetized. Not that we're monetized anyway, but well, let's not risk it.
it will get us demonetized or demonized.
Yeah. What? Okay,
Never
so
mind.
okay, I thought you froze.
15 threads, and
you started with the TikTok. You froze again.
I did not.
Okay, nice. Very nice. Actually, that was a very good. Okay,
Thank you.
Ascension Day Procession, and shut up. Okay, so in Serbia we have what is called Slava. Technically, it is something that can be translated as Patron Saint Day, but there are two major differences between Patron Saint Day from other.
Better said celebration.
Yeah.
Patron Saint celebration, because it's
Patron
day,
Saint celebration.
There's a thing that happens on that.
Yeah, but they celebrate patron saints in other wrong or Orthodox and Catholic churches. However, there are two main distinctions. First one is that you don't get to pick your Slava. That is, you inherit it from your family.
Except for people who pick their Slava.
Yeah. I mean, there are instances. For example, converts, when they convert in the Serbian Orthodox Church, they get to pick theirs. In M's case, he does not know what is his family Slava is, I believe.
What?
Okay, no, because you were pointing at yourself, and I'm like, oh, okay.
No, well, you came to my Slava. You and brought the pumpkin.
Yeah, of course, I brought the pumpkin. It's not my fault that they decided to celebrate Saint Luke on Halloween. And next time I'm coming with the witch's hat too.
Also just to put in a quick commercial, hey, you Protestants, if you're converting to Orthodoxy, consider the Serbian church. You get the Slava.
You get the Slava.
You ain't getting that in the Greek Orthodox. No, sir. You ain't getting that in the Russian.
No, sir.
Antiochian, it doesn't happen. Right?
No.
Is there Slava anywhere else? No, just saying.
The only thing you get when you convert to Russian Orthodoxy is a microphone in the confessional that leads directly to Putin.
Oh, I didn't know you were one of those guys.
They did that during Peter the Great. Like, if you confessed, for example, planning a treason, the priests were ordered to report that. Mm-hmm.
Good thing it didn't happen during communism.
I don't even want to know. So anyway, the second important difference between a typical patron saint day and Slava is that Slava does not necessarily have to be a saint. It can be a feast day. And of course, different people and different places have their Slavas. The Slava of Belgrade is the Ascension Day. Why? I don't know. Because
we can consult Wikipedia.
Yeah, we can consult, but probably something important happened there. So on the Ascension Day, we have a huge procession that starts from the church, the titular Church of Holy Ascension, and goes to the Cathedral of Saint Sava, or as it is known here, Temple of Saint Sava. What was different this year was that the procession started in the afternoon, so around 7 p.m., as opposed to earlier practice where they would do it. They would do it after the liturgy, meaning when a lot of people are at their workplace and simply cannot attend. This was an incredibly wise move, And to be quite honest, I do think that us in the Orthodox Church need to reconsider serving liturgies only in the morning when employed people cannot attend. I know that people will tell me, well, you're trying to introduce Catholic customs. It's not a Catholic custom. So, unlike previous years, I did manage to go, and boy, was it awesome.
You know, initially when I sent you information about the fact that our patriarch kind of made like an all-around Orthodox call for people to join the procession, you didn't really react like, oh yeah, I'm so going.
I never react like that. Oh boy, and there's the bell to the Most Holy Theotokos on Thursday. And like, there's this wonder-working icon. Holy Fire is coming to Belgrade. But my favorite one was when you told me a copy of the Most Holy Theotokos of the Three Hands is coming to the Protection Church. That was my favorite.
B, I will never, ever forward anything to you.
No. First of all, when COVID began, M convinced me to participate with him and some other religious loons to read the Ecatist to the Most Holy Theotokos of the Three Hands.
Dude,
every day.
It was like opt-in, opt-out. Like nobody. It's not a freaking cult. I don't even know who these people are. So it doesn't really
That's
matter.
the part of the problem. So I've read that Ecatist, and guys, I'm an aesthetic guy. Like that Ecatist was bad.
And they could have figured it.
I do not like the text of that Ecatist. Like, why could not?
Okay, but why didn't you take another one? Why? Because a priest didn't give you his blessing?
Yeah.
What's stopping you from taking another Ecatist and reading
He gave the blessing to read that specific Ecatist.
And you were like, yeah, obedience is above love.
Yes, I will read it and I will hate it. Fine.
Well, but if you're reading it and then hating it while you're reading it, like you're spoiling it.
If somebody wrote it better, what's happening?
Je ne sais pas.
So anyway, I read that Ecatist a lot, and I'm starting to dislike it. So at one point I'm like, this is not working. Sorry, I'm off. So I leave, and like a week or month after, M messages me like, Boyan, there's a copy of the icon of the Most Holy Theotokos of the Three Hands, and it will be in the Protection Church for a month. And just some background, that is a wonder-working icon that is held in our monastery on the Holy Mountain, Hilandar or Hilandarion, and that icon is very venerated among Serbs, and we call it our mother, basically. So. So this should be a big thing. Should, and there's a copy of it in the Protection Church, and which is like, I know, 20 minutes by foot from my place. And like, there is a larger than life copy of it in my 5-minute away church that was there for the past 30 years. Oh wow, it's not now. There's a different copy of it. It's just that farther, and it's a time limit.
B, you're just mean intentionally.
I'm just being honestly annoyed.
It's not really about the icon. It's about
of course it's not about the icon.
Pilgrims brought it, carrying blessings from the Holy Mountain.
That is not how you presented it then. No. That is not how you presented it then, because if you presented it then, I might have gone.
Your loss.
Did you go?
No.
I know that you did. You never go either, except that I at least express annoyance when you express enthusiasm, and then you don't go.
No, this was by pure. Let's not go into it now. Let's leave it for later.
It's like when you know that you're going to get a beating from your parents, like we're gonna talk when we get home. We're gonna you and I are gonna have a talk after this episode, okay? For the
Anyways,
record, I don't mind Ecatists. I love praying to saints, but man, some prayers need to be improved upon. I think that the Ecatist to the Most Holy Theotokos is one of the best things ever, but some of those Ecatists in honor of her wonder-working icons are lackluster. Anyway, the procession. Can I go on?
yes, I'm sorry. It's all my fault.
Yes. As Eve and Adam said, yes.
In the words of Adam and Eve.
Yeah. So
yes,
I met a couple of friends and we went with the procession. Luckily, I was at such a position that I was in such a position that I was very close to the, I don't want to call them floats, but I don't have any other word for it.
Floats.
Yeah, like in a parade, like those big boats.
Okay.
I don't know how to call them. I don't want to use that word, but
okay.
Floats. And it was very powerful because there was so much clergy investments, and like there were like, I know, 50 deacons with censers, and there's like 200 priests, and then there are priests carrying one of the wonder-working icons that we have here. Then you have a deacon carrying, I don't know which, but some relics in a reliquary, and the air is charged with power. That's the sole thing that how I can explain. And then you see like this huge baldachin, is that how it's pronounced? And then you see our newly elected patriarch blessing people, and you're like, this is awesome. By the way, before I went to the procession, I was like, should I bring some icons? I don't know, maybe I should. So I did not. I regret it so much because so many people brought icons. 80% of icons were Tsar Nicholas. No, Tsar Nicholas.
Really?
50% were Most Holy Theotokos, and the remaining 30% are miscellaneous.
Can you guess which icon is that? Can you see?
Saint Sava?
Yes.
Yeah, I can. Saint George. That might be Ascension.
No, he's killing the dragon.
No. In front of Saint Sava, the small one. Unless it's a photograph. No, it's probably a photograph.
That's my kid, but you can't see it.
Okay. But yeah, the bigger icons I can guess. So a lot of people were carrying banners, icons. Some were carrying very large crucifixes, for example. And these are things that people, and I especially like this guy. He was like carrying the icon of the Mandy lion, Ubrus, and he was like giving it to people to venerate. It was really amazing. And what I especially liked, because the chapel that I serve, the chapel of St. John Chrysostom in the student campus, it's been closed because the campus is under COVID regime. So we transferred to the cemetery. Yeah. So we transferred to the chapel of St. Demetrius at a cemetery. And because of the transfer, some people simply do not go there because it is farther from them. But during this litany, I have met so many people that I did not had the opportunity to see because of this unfortunate transfer. It was like a little Pentecost, like we, as one of those prayers goes, the grace of the Holy Spirit gathered us together. It was simply amazing.
I envy you so much.
There will be a procession next year, hopefully. Sadly, I did not get to hear the prayers and the readings during the procession because we were after all the clergy have passed, it was sort of difficult to hear them in front, but then they came to the cathedral and then they had a short prayer service, and then I would say a very nice homily by the patriarch. Again, there was so many people, so many children, and I think, and I can't thank God enough that they moved it in the afternoon hours, because then I could attend it. It was amazing. You can watch videos of it on my TikTok, which is Bible Illustrated, or if you stay after this video, I will send those TikToks to Am, and then he can simply shove them in this video. Thanks, Sam. Back to you, Tiffany. Studio.
Thank you for sharing your experience. I'm not happy I wasn't around.
Yeah, poor Am was at the picturesque mountain with his own personal chapel. You poor unfortunate soul.
I did ring the bell though.
I mean, you did your best.
Yes.
Yeah, funny thing. So we were at a mountain, the three of us, and then we were like, let's take a walk. And you know, there ain't no thing as a short walk on a mountain. And we didn't bring water. And that was a very bad move. You know, it was a very bad move, because after like, I don't know, 10 kilometers, you're like, if I want to go back and get water, I need to go another 10 kilometers.
Which is about 8 miles.
But then I rang the bell, and there was a military compound very close by, and the guard, you know, the soldier guarding that military thing, because I don't know what it is. I think it's like a surveillance post, with radars and, you know, different surveillance equipment. He was like, he saw us and he was like, "Hey guys, you know, blah blah blah," and we're like, "How are you? What's going on?" We're like, "We're great. It's just that we didn't bring any water because we're idiots." And the guy said, "Wait," got back and gave us like 1.5 liters of water.
No, he went and he returned with a paper. "You're idiots."
Well, it was brilliant, because after that, you know, things went. But anyways, I'll see if I can find the video and put it here as well, of the little chapel I came across on the top of the mountain, which is actually, it was built to honor 2 soldiers who have perished during the NATO bombings. 2 very, you know, well respected and loved people who have, you know, have been one of many victims of the NATO bombs, which not many people actually know, because, you know, propaganda, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
You know, God knows, and I feel very heartened by the fact that, you know, I don't have to judge anybody.
Yeah. To whom is the chapel dedicated to?
Well, 2 soldiers. No.
I mean, it's built in their honor.
No,
but
it's built in their honor, but I'm gonna have to get back to you on that, because I don't remember. I think it was like, it could have been Ascension as well. I'll try to find. I can't remember, but I took a photo, and I'll. There's likely something to. It has a writing that says, you know, Christ is risen, and that's pretty much it.
Maybe simply resurrection.
No, I don't think so. Give me a moment. So I did a photo of the board, and I can see who these guys are.
What's the mountain name? Divchibare?
Divchibare, yes. Doesn't say, man. There's like a. You see, there's even a well, not a tomb, but it doesn't really say. But here I am ringing the bell, trying to ring the bell. See?
Yeah.
That's me.
Hey, mom, it's me.
No, the funny thing is I gave it to my colleague who like absolutely godless. I mean, he's great, but absolutely not a Christian. He's like, I like, record me, and he's like recording me, and I'm ringing the bell and saying, Christ is risen. And I can see him being like, yeah, right.
Yeah, I'm actually trying to find, but it always says that it is dedicated, but it's clearly.
I'll figure it out, man.
Yeah.
I'll figure it out.
Mucho curioso.
Wow, taking on some Spanish classes, are you now?
Clearly not.
That's what I wanted to say.
Of course.
Hey, man, it was a pleasure. I'm like, my eyes are shutting. To our wonderful audience who
have persisted in waiting for us all this time.
Exactly. We appreciate you.
Thank you so much for stagnating our subscriber count. We're following closely. And thank you for still being with us.
Yeah.
Through thick and thin.
Through thick and thin. Yeah. And we're definitely going to record a bit more.
And other fairy tales.
And yeah,
okay,
there's all the other projects that we have in mind, which are still going to happen.
Manifold. They're manifold.
They're
very manifold. They're very many.
Very
fold.
Fold.
Manifoldy.
Manifold. Manifold. Okay. We also kind of low-key launched another YouTube channel.
Yep.
Where we're going to be posting very short cartoons.
Yep. It's not religious, by the way, but no, it's like funny skits.
Best way, yeah, right. Best way to describe it is the way my wife did it. It's like these short cartoons that I don't even laugh at.
Okay. That should be our tagline. Short cartoons that you do not even laugh at. That's brilliant.
Yeah, so we came across a brilliant young man who's currently being exploited by the industry. His talent is being exploited. He's super talented.
Yeah. But hopefully he'll also find something better than us.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about his day-to-day job, not us. Okay.
Yeah, I'm talking about his day-to-day job.
Oh, okay.
Which he just got, and it's like he's like severely underpaid and overworked at the same time, which is it's unacceptable. But you know, I'm gonna have a word.
True, and you should too.
Try to solve that. Be well, amen, and a woman.
Be well and
manuscript.
I can't think of anything funny with M. M isn't even a word. B is, but M isn't. So you're not even a word. M.
That has 0 sense.
Be well and M, nothing.
I was trying to freeze.
I know. But by this time, I know. So nice try doing it for the 5th time.
Okay. Bye for now.
Bye. I can't stand these people, literally. Like they weren't even subscribing when we weren't uploading. I think we should pay for subscribers again.
You mean you paid for them?
Of course. Do you seriously think we have 1,000 subscribers? Come on.
My entire world is crushed.
Your entire word is a lie, M.
You can't say a single word correctly. Your entire word. Your entire word.
I should get a checkup. Okay.
Good riddance.
Films.